You just learned how to play, and now you're taking
Right.
out money. Oh, because they play with real money too.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
they have real, like, legit poker chips.
Okay.
And then they, like, somebody will take responsibility, and they're like, I'm the bank, so
Mhm.
give me your money, and they give out poker chips. They're very into it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's organized
Uh-huh.
poker playing,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Well, you can learn, and you throw them all off, being that they're not used to it.
Yeah.
Used to you doing that.
Yeah. Well, since I have expectations of not failing, I think I would win. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's good motivation.
I don't like to lose, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna beat everybody.
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. No, but I think that maybe I could, you know, when maybe it's just like my grandma and my mom and my aunt playing, maybe I could join them
Mhm.
and maybe, you know, say something if they ask me, like, how I'm doing. Yeah, maybe I could.
Yeah. Well, you know, we had talked before about coming up with a list of things that you can do that are maybe unconventional, to stay connected to your mom. And of course, we talked about Skype, but you know that is going to take time, like you said, to set that up. Have you thought of any other ways?
You know, I was thinking, and you know, like writing and stuff, but I would have to be like mail. But then at the same time, I barely have time to do my homework, you know.
Mhm.
So I think that the best way is just to continue calling my mom every day, just checking in with her.
Mhm.
Because lately I've been busy.
Mhm.
And you know, there's been a couple days when I haven't called her, but it's never like 2 days in a row. It's like I'll skip a day.
Right.
So maybe I can just go back to making sure I call her every day. She doesn't really know how to, you know, use a computer, so she's not gonna email me.
Right.
But maybe I could teach her to do that. So I thought about that.
Mhm.
And I thought about just maybe now that I'm done, you know, with my orthodontist appointments, because that's when I would see her, my once a month
Okay.
appointment. I would, you know, stay at home with my parents, and then I would come back on
Mhm.
Sundays. But maybe now, you know, really tell them, like, okay, you know, I'll still go out there every 6 weeks, and it's, you know, just family time, because
Right.
you don't have to go anywhere, so just spend time with them.
Yeah. Well, that would be good. And another option may be just throwing a postcard in the mail.
Yeah, I could do that.
You know, thinking about you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, people don't expect that. It does a lot for them.
Yeah, you know, once, oh, my mom was here for a weekend, and she gave me her debit card to pump gas, and then she left, and I kept her debit card, so I mailed it to her, and then the envelope I put in a little piece of paper, and I drew our family. Just, I don't know how to draw, but it was just stick
Right.
figures, and I named every one of them. So I have like little brothers, so it went from like my dad to like the little baby.
Right.
And my mom saved it. She still has it on the fridge. I think it's funny. So maybe I could do a postcard.
Yeah, something like those are sentimental things.
Mhm.
You know, so that's good.
Yeah.
So you can come up with a few more things, I'm sure,
Mhm.
when you think about it, that are not time consuming but are sentimental.
Yeah. Thoughtful.
Yeah, those
Mhm.
things. That always makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll think about those kinds of things. Or, you know, I often go to the store. I like little thingamajigs and trinkets. I think,
Mhm.
you know, things are cute. Like little things I always think are cute. I always buy, you know, for my little brother. So it'd be nice to, maybe I could just mail them. You know, I found this, so I mailed it to you or
Right.
something. Because usually I just take it whenever I go back.
Okay.
But that way they can keep getting things from me.
Everybody likes that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I love getting stuff in the mail.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when you already know what it is.
Mhm.
Like if you order something,
Yeah.
and you just can't wait until it gets here.
And now the post office has those prepaid boxes and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and you can stick whatever you want in there and send it.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'll start doing that rather than, you know, because I usually now I call Marvin, my 5-year-old brother, and I'm like, hey Marvin, I went to the store and I found this car. I think it's so cool. And he's like, really? Can I have it now? And I'm like, no, I'll take it when I go. And he's like, when are you coming? I'm like, in 4 weeks.
Oh.
So then poor little kid is waiting for 4 weeks. So
Right.
maybe I can just mail stuff to them. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And now we talked about your mom and we talked about your brothers, and what about your dad?
My dad. The reason why I don't talk a whole lot about my dad is because he's not home a lot. I mean, but we have an okay relationship. We don't necessarily talk a lot. He's not a man of many words, as it is. He's a truck driver, so he's always on the road.
Right.
Sometimes for a week, 2 weeks at a time. So I always feel like I'm, like I'll bother him if I call him, or sometimes his job puts him in a bad mood, so I'm just like, no, but I call him, not as often as my mom though, but I do call him just to say hi, and, I guess he does appreciate it when I call him. He goes on and on about whatever it is that just happened to him on the road or whatever.
Okay.
So, I mean, we talk, but it's nothing, I would say nothing that's too deep. I don't think he could handle me saying ever, Dad, this is my fiance. He'd probably freak out.
Is he very traditional?
I would say his views are, but he wasn't.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like he didn't practice what he preaches.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that you have a lot in common with him, right? So, how would you feel about kind of extending a little bit to kind of see where he is, and learn maybe some more about him that you don't know about?
Yeah, I remember you helped me see that, like, I was the first one to kind of break away from my family. So was he. He was, the first one to establish his life and family in the U.S. So yeah, I could maybe say, hey Dad, I realized something really cool. And we can maybe talk about that.
Yeah, I think that would be tap into something that maybe both of you haven't even thought about, and kind of learn something about each other.
Yeah.
And maybe that will take that relationship to another level.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's worth exploring.
Yeah, I will do that.
Even if it's a short conversation at first.
It probably will.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So tell me, this new, I'm saying new person because I'm just hearing this.
Oh gosh.
So how does he fit in with your vision for your life?
Oh my goodness, my vision for my life. Yes, that's part of my treatment plan.
Yes.
I would say he fits very well. If I could say that everything that I ever wanted in a partner, he has it. So I would say that he fits very well.
So that's really nice.
Yeah. And in my vision for my life, I mean, I have like broad concepts, ideas of where I want to be and what I want to do, but I feel sometimes like the little steps getting there are still kind of blurry, I can't really tell you exactly everything that I'm going to do, but I know that I want to be able to make a difference in people's lives, and I want to be somebody who's recognized as successful, but not because, I want the fame or I want the success, no, but because I want people to see that I can change people's lives, that I can have an impact, that I can help people.